whatever gaming time I can. That's a lot of birds. That's for less? No. Fuck a fountain. Or whatever is most appropriate in the circumstance. Let's see, I'm on a mission. Oh, please don't tell me it's gonna send me through all the cutscenes all over again. I think I'll unallow myself. Ooh, thank God. Fuck with you.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House
I
at the
literally
moment.
did.
If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
Actually, you just click the waypoint outside. It's really that easy.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case.
Or something like that.
Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
What a good doggo.
So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
How about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time.
Just near the entrance?
I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
Oh, is that what you hold?
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
If we trust this bitch, sure.
Alright,
Don't mind being so aggro.
This'll be useful info.
During the show and after the incident happened, only those who have had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. Whoa! Anything else activating? How many people do I need to talk to?
You! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
I wonder if they're mafiosos.
Huh? You mean us?
Comical pivot, Paimon.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and
I'm not
pursue
among
the
us.
truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Is that like an Italian dish?
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Cool, are you gonna do the investigation?
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
I don't need introductions. Can I leave? I'm in the middle of an investigation.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
I'm the butler.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand. That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Wow, call me stupid, why don't you?
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Okay, so maybe he's not the sharpest magician in the box.
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Oh, okay.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
You're dissing the Archon.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Why would you?
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
No! You can't make me. Can you?
Wait a minute. Did that answer count?
Did it?
Well, I say it does. But don't
Oh, well, in
worry.
that case.
You won't hear any pointless questions from me.
I'm just supposed to take your word for it,
In
am I?
your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
It's highly entertaining, though.
Well,
Not always.
And why would that be? See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
But what about the entertainment value, though?
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact.
They go on stage. What the?
And if that can be done, boss, then
They follow a script?
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors.
This is like brilliantly stupid.
Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Well, shall we?
since when did we become assistants?
Since you put on the mustache.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant, sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Okay, can you turn on the music? It's a little extravagant.
That's more like it.
Seems you already agreed then.
far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Can I go now?
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
Thank you for adding that.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
Oh, is that what you're really here for? that was the clue. Explain.
Speaking of that, I think magic shows would be very popular in Poisson.
Oh, I'm so glad they're pronouncing it now.
I can see that.
Possum.
Maybe I should try to learn some magic. If I could make things disappear, cleaning my room would be a cinch.
LeMayo.
You need not worry about such things, Demoiselle. That falls under my duties.
Unless it's the porn mags, which will get embarrassing when it gets cleaned.
Oh, right.
That's it?
Speaking of that,
I can see that. Maybe I should try
Let me
to learn
skip,
some
Jesus.
magic. If I can make Here's
Okay, let's open up in the middle of the conversation.
Oh.
Hold on, am I supposed to present evidence to them? My detective senses are tingling.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
So, no additional information from here? That was still necessary? Did I just walk past the... Oh, come on! You, suspicious man.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Isn't that Aragorn's dad? Didn't he die in the War of the Ring?
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Paimon. That can be generally applied, I believe.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first?
Everyone's got an opinion.
And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud?
Mm-hmm.
You mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
Man, good thing nobody turned around, huh?
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Good theory.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Doesn't make it landing it impossible, but okay. How much do I need to investigate? You know what? Skibbity-wop-bop, bippity-dip. How did he do it? Am I actually gonna get the answer though? That's a better question. Really? Really, this is a clue.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Wait, what do you mean? What?
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
It's been
You're
rigged.
trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Hey, enough with the quips.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
And upon
Turns
further
out
inspection,
the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
in other words, it was rigged.
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance.
Which means you know who's gonna be in
In
the
other
seat.
words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
Which means the kidnapping was very intentional.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
For Lenny? It just means somebody rigged it.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
What? But that doesn't make sense. It's only bad for Lenny's case if he knew her directly and has motive. What the fuck? Oh, the logic is so thin. Yeah, no, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Yep. Absolutely smashed. The rope was burnt.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Could be purely aesthetic.
The rope looks pretty durable.
Why does it also look
How
cut
could it be
though?
burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Quickly? Didn't they do the pyrotechnics pretty early? Or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material!
Really?
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
The fuck is Flash Cotton?
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means...
Rigged.
Wait! Paimon should write all this down. Let's take notes.
I like how she says that as if I haven't been taking notes the entire time. Hey, Meowris.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered
Cordoned?
prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
And who is she?
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects.
What about anyone else?
Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
I'm sorry, the consistent through line is that they didn't know the magic troupe at all. Okay.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Why can I bring this up? Oh, how many people should I talk to? Clues, okay.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
How much more could there be?
Come on up.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall
Oh
we?
yeah.
Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see.
Understood. Then I will be going with you.
Thank God for
Just so
Yalen
you're
stash.
aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
Why can't you?
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
I don't think guns are necessary. Oh, you're Geo, huh?
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Are they gonna join the banner?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
The Art
I'm not
Deco?
trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
What is supposed to be paying attention to?
Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good
I
eye.
don't even remember.
That said, you're still far from discovering
Then
the
again, it was
answer.
yesterday. The back door isn't the same?
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
The back of the door.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside the box!
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
So you can store while you store? Head down? What? Into the box? What do you mean?
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
Wow. How the hell did he move so fast, though?
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley?
Where?
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see.
Hmm.
So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Oh, you move the entire box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
What do you mean? It's real magic.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps.
Man, who knew magic was this disappointing, huh? This isn't what I learned from Harry Potter. Where's the chocolate frog?
The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Is that the official name?
Oh, interesting!
Would somebody like to translate?
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
Huh?
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Ah!
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette
You think the
and I
ears
can
might give it away?
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
Somewhere around here.
I really don't know how that happened.
Man, what kind of mage are you?
If not for that interlude, this
You
would
call
have
yourself a
been
wizard?
An astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
Who would have such knowledge, hmm?
Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
What?
I'll escort them back up.
Oh.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
What do they have to explain the evidence?
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
I don't know what the fuck a mezzanine box. They still haven't explained that part. Lenny gave a detailed response. Oh, sorry, account of how the magic... I'm just adding words. It was supposed to work by using box inside a box, so you could box with a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lenny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of onstage interaction. How the hell would the criminal get away with doing anything in this tunnel without any of them noticing? You know, it started to look like Lenny actually did this. Man, I can't believe I'm helping a criminal. What a twist. The magic box on stage has an additional layer in its rear. It's got that Brazilian butt lift, in which Lynette and in Liney's clothes, Jesus Christ, remained hidden. Why can't I talk? She would appear at the end of the magic trick and lead the people to believe that Lenny had been able to instantly move to the box on the other side. Yes. Would it be more impressive if she managed to convince them he was cloned? The magic box at the center of the audience stand has 2 layers, and beneath it is an entrance to an underground tunnel. This was how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience noticing. Man, they added a lot. Oh yeah. They should control the trolley. That easy, huh? Wait, a grappling hook?
What's this?
Ah yes, what's a scene of a crime without a grappling hook?
Looks like a hook.
Other than
tied
disappointment.
to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Well, it seems like Batman did it. And he didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Again, why we probably should bring him along so he could explain if any of this is, you know, just props.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
What if I don't want to? Dropped hook rope. Mm-hmm. Its use is unclear. There's a
The
fucking press
floor
here.
is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
The floor is wet.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Well, there's a vase, and sometimes they contain it.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
Is the water really relevant?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Thank you, Watson. The water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely that it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. It's like... none of this shit makes sense so far.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
Jesus Christ, was it really necessary to strip her naked?
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Seems we have a pervert on our hands. The guest having a wardrobe change?
Right.
Oh, I thought it said he did
You
mention.
really need to do that if you're kidnapping
Oh, depends on the kidnapping.
them? Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Since when did he get spiral eyeglasses? Uh-huh. I'm not sure I want to find the answer to that. Can I solve this without finding out? Ah yes, high precision. Musty? Are you sure? What the hell is this? A vent?
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
It's certainly large enough.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Is there a sign of tampering?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this space would be too narrow.
What do you... just... walk in a road? What do you mean?
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
This is probably a contrivance so that we can't say that Linny and Lynette were both guilty. Other than those that go through the magic box, and Linny and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
Ah, you're right! Let Paimon write that down.
Leaving along with the missing lady seems an unrealistic prospect. Is she the criminal? A change of clothes would let her remain anonymous. And like I said before, it doesn't seem likely that anybody could navigate this area with Linny and Lynette walking. Well,
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yeah, I see.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Okay. Let's hope it is enough.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene.
Whoop-de-doo.
Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are
What
several
a
things
name.
that don't add up here.
Like the name Malus.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident.
Well,
and no
shit.
one was found hiding there.
Alright. Need another break. What do you care? Also, why is that your first comment? Did I die yet?
So the
Did we solve the
tunnels
mystery?
become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
Or Harry Potter, your favorite book? Seems so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and
Like a
Cowell's death
BBL.
are both quite inexplicable.
Hmm.
No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
No. What if you consider Halsey kidnapping herself? Hmm? And then killing the man?
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Maybe they were trying to kill Linny too. But he was too fast.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During
What?
the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
Oh, you actually do a trial. They made it sound like you go to trial and there's an immediate sentence based on however the fuck they feel that day. The Oratrice, you mean, will do?
That's right. This is how Indemnitium is produced.
Stop making up words, you fucking...
Statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice.
I don't think that's how court proceedings should go. The audience emotions, really? So whoever has the most bombastic performance wins.
To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
Oh, the Oratrice is the robot, right?
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference.
A reference for
Then,
what?
Finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Uh-huh.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice.
But the machine has the veto right?
Yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Including the audience? Wait, what?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not
great.
so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
You seem unperturbed. Man, your sunglasses are so cool.
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards.
Why are we talking about this again?
Any
Please stop.
guarantee of balanced nutrition.
I just ate. I'm fine, thanks. Now's not the time to be
In
picky.
that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
Like the Fonta?
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Come on, man, not you two.
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Also, how come your glasses fix themselves?
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
What?
Huh? He
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Are we gonna invade the kitchen? Man, nice opera house.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Must be some of those magic pockets I've been hearing so much about.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
She's way too high
I
maintenance.
have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
So you're making what, marzipan?
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snack soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Can we solve the fucking murder mystery? Must be a Spina di Rosula thing. Wait, that's how you make macarons?
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling.
Wait, that's just eggs, sugar, and almonds?
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
And yet it only took like 3 seconds. That's fucking amazing.
I was applauding.
Dude's acting is perfect. I'm ready to break out at any time. I was applauding. Man, see, man. He's even got those eyebrows moving. Yeah, see, man.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
That's quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
I'll beat your eggs white.
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
Wow, how cool and unique. Can we skip this?
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack.
I'm about to beat you into the right consistency.
Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Why? Mihoyo, what the fuck are you doing? Why do you do...
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
I don't like sugar anyway.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Black tea? Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Sorry, what have you done? Oh, right, you carried the entire oven.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Lyney and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Well, so does the criminal behind all the kidnapping, seemingly, so...
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
Yeah, to be fair, this would be like the worst way to commit a crime, considering you'd be an immediate suspect. Well, afterwards, 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel.
Oui, oui.
Resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Technically true, but again, she's the criminal.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence this third person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Technically, we only have one victim.
Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
Didn't she?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Hold on. With the clothes swap, do we know it's not the girl who died inside the box, just in other clothes?
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great. They're nice and
Changing
crisp.
subject, you little bitch! Shut the fuck!
They are my specialty, after all.
No, stop talking. No, I can't.
That can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Thief.
Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Maloose, set up the stove again if you would.
Another magic trick? No. Stop. No, I don't need another fucking cooking montage. Stop.
Of course.
But there's already more on the table. What the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. We don't want to trouble.
As you wish, Demoiselle.
And I
No.
have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
You didn't say it already.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the two of you think the case over again.
Thinking isn't really my strong suit.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Well, I'm tongue-tied now, so it's not getting any less awkward.
And for the snacks.
What help? She just made macarons, pretended she did anything with the investigation. That fucked up.
It was nothing. A small
Wait,
task for the
she's suddenly allowed to leave? Wait, what?
Silver, Maloose, it's time to go.
Wait, what?
I'll be back if I find anything new.
I'm not sure I care. Maybe Carol did have a motive, we just need to find out. But after having talked to Nami, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too. Maybe the death was part of the magic trick after all.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare.
Ow.
Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Do I want to? Wait, what the fuck? Damn. Legendary item already? Damn. Recall of the...
Him. How strange.
The fuck are you saying?
Gosh, no wonder the serial disappearances never got solved.
Can I go back and investigate?
That wouldn't have been a problem for Paimon.
Yeah, thanks for the commentary.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well beforehand. This is probably a prop, too. Oh, Looks like it could hook onto a lot of things. Like the Traveler's fishing rod! This is probably a prop.
What?
This flower vase is probably a prop for the show. But Paimon doesn't get this at all. You think about it for a bit, Traveler.
Why does it seem like we're missing things? Do you get more information after the investigation? Also, what the hell is a suzerain? You know what? If I can investigate more, I would like to. Aha! Wait, click it. There you go. How do I just check this? Why is there a grappling hook? Clothing, yes. The tracks themselves? I wouldn't exactly call the tracks perfect, but sure. Man, this is some mysterious French music that's being played. Nothing about the book. I guess I really do have to wait the next day. And I can't climb out.
Take it easy.
I guess the whole thing is on rails. Disappointing. So then I'm supposed to just wait until the trial on the following day? What did it say? 8 to 10? 10 to 8 to 10. Fine. I just have to exist here? Wait until tomorrow. Wow, they cleaned up fast.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
Let's take things step by step.
Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
I played Ace Attorney. You just have to wig it.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
Terrible. I'm stuck.
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
Seems like you're going to jail, buddy. It's fine. I'll see you on the inside.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well, now, don't you all
Her
look
hair is
disappointed.
weird.
Don't tell me that your
Her
investigation
hair
came
is
up
weirder.
empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can
Pressing
never
charges,
produce
then.
proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
No, just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding
Jesus
the magic
Christ,
show
looks like a
incident
fucking
is now in session.
It's Count Judula.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Oh, right.
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Thank you, Mr. Linney.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. That was very cool. Thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Or he's really fast and very good, like a professional murderer.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Any way at all?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I
Oh my god, they're using two
what
cameras!
did you hear while you were inside your box?
What amazing technology! Also, this is getting more Ace Attorney by the second. If they could please object.
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
Something that might go thud in the night.
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Linney not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
So it happened somewhere else?
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the orgy systems they try.
Well then, ladies
Game
and
mechanics.
gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid.
Come here, you cock a little shit.
Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Isn't that the Snezhnaya shit? What the fuck did it get so dramatic up in this page? Fucking music and up in letterboxing.
The House of the Hearth?
They're fatties? Oh no.
No wonder they did something like this.
Strike it. Go, take it off the record.
So the
It's not relevant to the case.
What the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
But if you just mention the Fatui, it's like everybody's like, that makes sense. Shouldn't they also need a motive? What the fuck is this?
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
She even acts like a fucking Ace Attorney villain. Jesus.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
Wow.
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
She is schizo. She's talking to herself.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Yeah.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points.
You're keeping score, huh?
First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth.
Why is God damn it. Neither in the box nor the tunnel? Is that true? Yeah, because they should have heard it. Where the fuck were they?
Are these claims true?
They lied about the magic trick? There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others. Given how Linny has concealed his identity, this could all have been set up beforehand. Well, this child is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been making such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better be.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Where the fuck were you? Uh-oh, Lenny. Don't you drag me down with you. Man, they don't catch a break, do they?
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor?
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed. I like how I apparently know the terms as a lawyer.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Yes. I forgot. It has to be entertaining.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
Oh, this shit is so silly. Yo, what up?
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
Well, you know, as a lawyer, it doesn't matter whether or not the defendant is guilty or not. I still have to defend them.
In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Man, I can't believe they're having me defend a villain. Well, the court is adjourned. You meet with Linny and Lynette backstage in the Opera House. Care to explain?
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
I see where that brought us.
We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
I like how we're just applying full-on discrimination. You're from Snezhnaya? Baddies.
Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
Haven't we met defectors before?
I'm very sorry.
Like, we seem to be buddy-buddy with Child. He's like straight up Fatui still, though, isn't he? What the fuck?
Let me explain.
I'm confused.
I know you've clashed with a Fatui several times before.
Yes, I called him Team
I
Rocket.
would be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
Okay. Through staging shows? What
That's right.
are you talking about?
I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel better.
The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But I know this isn't all just another lie.
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
What? What's your profanity? Can't just say heck. This is a Christian channel.
You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Well, you're lucky I'm competitive, so I'm gonna try and win anyway.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Explain the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed? Yeah.
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
By being super smart.
During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it.
You're trying to learn more about machine learning? Gonna create porn with stable diffusion?
From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
Uh-huh.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And nobody objected? How? Wait. You just dug pretty directly to a place you should not have access to, creating a giant hole in the process, and nobody raised any questions. Fontaine's great, highly entertaining.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Oh god, was it Aquaman again?
It should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back,
How was that voice
saw
I
the
heard?
broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
What about the grappling hook?
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
You'd think he would, in all honesty, but okay. I don't want to understand how the Oratrice
Because of that
operates.
prophecy I told you about, of course, we must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Well, thank God she doesn't take the reins of this operation. I believe in facts, and they don't care about your feelings.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two.
Well, I'm sorry, does the trial automatically end if it tips too far?
If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Get it? We're in the Hydro Nation. Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The German's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
I don't. Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Oratrice's core. Upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place and thus did not hear the thud. The voice in the Oratrice's core chamber. Man, the people are going mad. Anything around here? Absolutely nothing. Wow. Only mildly disappointing. Brief adjournment ends and the nail-biting trial reconvenes. Ah, yes, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Return to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Okay, Count Jojula.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Oh, what? No, don't suddenly throw convoluted mechanics in here. Oh, please. As the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statements. Sure. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of fact and replace them with new inferences. Use your refutations to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The oratories will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation. And unveil the truth. Do you really need to give it such bombastic names? Christ. Is that where all the budget was?
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Sure.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linney red-handed.
This is actually the sequence of events that makes the most sense.
So Linney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Man, I do
Does the defendant
get the shit
have
going.
any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Nope. Take it away, boys. He's going to jail.
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linney experienced and what he saw.
I mean, he did go into the tunnel. Yeah, that... I mean, we're taking his word for it. Honestly, this wouldn't make sense.
According to Linney, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
How much do you have to pick from? I guess it's this one, yeah.
Linney went to the room that...
Mm-hmm. And then the clothes.
Linney did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed...
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
You tell him, boss.
When the countdown started, Linney did indeed go into the tunnel.
Absolutely.
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time.
I wish the game would let me choose which language different voice actors would have. So although suddenly there's just Chinese Paimon in the middle of everything.
Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
We have no evidence for any of this. How? Why the fuck would it accept this?
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
Considering talking is all you do, this is the least I should expect.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Apparently. Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cal bumped into Linny by chance?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Drama?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Yeah, we're fucking amazing.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you treated Linny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become my weapon. Oh god, the fucking drama. What are we actually looking for? They actually limit your options. Interesting. Which is the evidence that Linny wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place? During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. No one left the opera house during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. I don't understand how any of this connects. This is pretty apropos Ace Attorney. I remember having the same issue there where I understand the general through line, but when it came to specifics, I could never figure out what they actually were asking of me. At least like 20% of the time, which is way too high. Then again, is there any penalty to just guessing? How would she be kidnapped if nobody could leave? She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels. Ah, yes. She doesn't have any connection. Well, I don't know what the hell I'm looking for.
We don't need to give this more thought. Paimon thinks there's something off here.
So there aren't any consequences. Because he didn't hear it? I don't...
Right.
Is that enough?
Wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
But again, why are we taking his word for...
This means that when the crime happened,
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my board.
via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
How do you like them apples?
Well played.
No, it's awful.
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was... Ugh. We have no evidence here. Select answers and fill the empty gears to verify the correctness of your deduction. If you made mistakes, you must make another selection. Infinite attempts, though. Once you've answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this logic chain. The cause investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the ropes suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell in the box below. If Linny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant... Who the hell is her assistant? Would take charge of the onstage interactions. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Who was the only person who could possibly have committed the crime? The assistant? What are we looking at?
Could there have been a third person involved?
No.
Is that really a possibility?
Changing clothes would help in keeping your identity, though.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's
And
assistant.
we know it's him.
He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
He would.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Like, how do they know she hasn't had any interactions? There's so much you have to take at face value. You just have to assume that everything the game is telling you is true, basically. Which is sort of hard. Honestly, I like this twist the most, but that's what I'm going with. How dare you?
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Really?
Huh?
What a twist, though.
That can't be right. Are you serious?
And how did he get himself killed?
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
The plan backfired.
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
I don't want to.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Really? Okay,
No
let's
one
read.
entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
I don't know.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Having been unable to interfere with the... Unable to interfere?
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
That there was an altercation in the tunnel. Oh.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So, where would the...
Is this a clue? How can I envisage Linny as having been unable to interfere with the crime?
It would have been tough for both people.
Because he was in the vent, therefore he couldn't have. Where did he missing Halsey go?
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
What am I doing?
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
The fact that the information is actually in the text and not in the thing I'm interacting with is kind of annoying.
For both people to...
She went to... What do you mean? Living aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. Strange enough, this could likely have been the son of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Linny hasn't... Give me a second. Linny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. It would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. But according to Guard's testimony, no one entered or left the Opera House, so even if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Did he use a grappling hook? Exited from the box would have been a full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing they would have been discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring
Yeah, of course! Where the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is.
Well,
So
you
this
don't know
all
either!
just a
Shut the fuck up!
And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
No, you!
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track?
Mostly because I don't want to. Help!
Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and
3?
none of them seem very likely.
Oh, right.
And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
What? You escaped via water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponent.
Oh, the assistant? Are we finally gonna find out?
The crowd is growing impatient. There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Better increase the efficiency then. Hold on a second.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Went by the water.
This was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
We have some sort of water demon? I played Amnesia. That shit is horrifying.
It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
Correct.
If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
And they're still in the tunnel?
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
We're dealing with a human bath bomb?
How could a person ever be transformed into water?
Transmutation!
This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects. We might find something there.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Okay, but just don't try and clean up the water.
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do.
This music reminds me of Persona.
Of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
But more importantly, is it working?
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress.
Thank you.
Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the Primordial Sea.
The Primordial Sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
The fuck?
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times.
He did turn her into a bath bomb.
One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
So the original plan was to make her dissolve in the box, crush the box, and then they wouldn't be able to tell because she would just be part of the water from the other box? Cage?
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could
Yeah,
something
that
so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute.
This is just
Would that mean...
too insane.
With me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
God, I love how ridiculous this is.
Just trust me.
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed
Could you at least
authentic,
try?
albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook. That one didn't make sense at all.
Then why would we assume that it's connected at all?
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Who's the prime suspect currently?
The
Yes.
deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
Timing of the dissolution?
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box.
Okay. Wait, no, shit, go back.
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped
Control the
before Halsey
timing?
entered the magic box.
What, the fire rope?
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
Probably not.
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
Yes, the
The
mezzanine?
rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
Could you time it? Like, how reliably? Seems insane, but best guess.
The water from the primordial sea.
Oh, wait.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. The rope that strung the water tank up would...
You hold it in place and then you can release it when you want. I don't fucking know.
The water from the primordial...
Yes, obviously. Oh,
The
use
rope
this to
that
hide.
strung the water...
Yeah, sure, there you go. Are you messing with me? Wait, what did you... What, the box
I
itself?
remember there was something else.
Really?
It's Ace Detective Punch and
Yeah,
the
yeah, sure.
original plan. Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target.
Wow.
When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
Hold, what?
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey.
Oh yeah, they did talk about that shit.
Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Don't applaud. God damn it.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like
Oh,
the
the
only point
drama.
of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death.
Mm-hmm.
His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite them on stage to share it with us.
Why do they have to introduce new shit over time? Isn't there supposed to be a discovery phase?
We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
Okay, wait, who? Wait, what?
That can't be.
With whose?
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic. To have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close. Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea.
So wait, we're going through everything now, but we just replaced the culprit with Linny, and now we're happy.
But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr. Linny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
I'm sorry, where the fuck did they find the extra bottles? Who's tampering with this? Somebody's messing with the evidence. Oh, come on.
Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Oh, why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning.
But doesn't this just put them on equal foot? The logic is fucking insane.
Is indeed the finale.
Ah, yes, there's equal evidence to both situations, therefore you win. Stop it! What does this mean?
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view,
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
New evidence again.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
Oh, great. We'll have a witness then.
Do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
No, you did do magic.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Linny and Lynette, give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rosula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf.
For fuck's sake, so they don't have to reveal the trick. This is
As the magic makers and stars
excellent.
of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila.
Click. That's all? Fuck off. There's the balloons.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing
Oh,
about
was there
people
another
dissolving
box?
wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
What is that?
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
Self-defense, probably?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Wait, why does it sound familiar?
I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
Oh! It did become relevant.
No wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
Again, like, this was one of the possibilities that I thought of, but the game wouldn't acknowledge it up until this very end. Fucking great. If their practice hand of concealment, probably a professional thief could make it work.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Okay, Hyderach, on your turn.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Oh, fuck off. From Lillian's perspective? I guess this isn't relevant. Are we gonna shove Lillian in there somewhere? Nope. Okay, well. She got hit by a Tide Pod. No longer holds water. Fuck off. And how would Halsey have reacted when the water from the Primordial Sea suddenly began to trickle in? Oh, wait. Isn't this relevant? This is what shows them? Fine. By throwing clothes? What do you mean? Okay, this is just guesswork at this point.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Okay.
The flower
If I
vase was
break
not
out.
broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowl.
That actually bothered me for a while. If we could hear the vase breaking, it would sound like a thump, I think. Oh, here we go.
Lillian was
afraid that she would be recognized if she left. So she changed clothes and hid, biding her time.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time!
Ah, Jesus.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
Fucking hell, the drama's up to 11.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Happy now? Oh, come on, flip it the entire way.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
She's that good, huh?
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Don't look too sad about it.
Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What the hell's going on?
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Nah.
Wow, look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
No, don't. Enough repetition, please.
The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time.
Beautifully
However,
convoluted.
Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
Is this the actual first death in the game?
As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Wow. Who would have thought we were right from the beginning?
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
What the fuck? Am I getting a 5-star in Honkai Star Rail? What is happening? Did you just insert a ticket? It's only blue. Did I lose a roll?
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Holy shit, how long was this?
Great work, partners.
Yeehaw.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's not celebrated just yet. Somebody just died.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn.
Yes, why did you tamper with the evidence?
How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
There we go.
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
Are you just gonna go from one accusation to another?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
Fuck.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Are they gonna try and make the Fatui the good guys from now on?
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business
You turn it into a drug?
and have made decent mora off it.
It is a Tide Pod.
The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
The boss? Hold on. He turned into water. Splash, splash, I'm taking a bath.
No longer talk.
How convenient.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
Them?
An outrageous act.
I love it.
All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Nothing is found in the scene of crime except for the liquid.
So, we're just going back now?
He came too hard. The problem seems to have been solved for now. I don't need it anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Thank God I don't have to solve that part of the mystery.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
She's your oh, Jesus.
That's right.
That's not
Since
gonna
we're
get confusing
here,
at all.
I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first, too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks.
Okay.
He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets
Such
to garner
power.
attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
Oh, that kind. Okay.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Okay.
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here.
Define betrayal.
I was hesitant to trust her. I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
The knave is after the Gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
But why though?
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
Some sort of water.
All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
Making the decisions for me, sure.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
Cool, bye.
Bye, Linny.
What the shit? Leave the Opera House? Why did that have a weird rotational symbol? Like I'm about to replay it. Oh, please don't. How much is left of this? I should be able to do it pretty fast, I think. Barrel conches. I need to find those fast at least. Oh, whatever. I just want to unlock the reputation at this point.
Hey there.
So I can get that shit started.
What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Oh, is that what I did?
Are you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
Well,
What's wrong, my dear partner?
I'm retiring.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
I see.
Wow, so disappointed.
I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Oh, don't start crying. Actually, start crying.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
You people love drama too much.
Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
No, please, no more macaronis.
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Surprisingly, yes.
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so, let's go have that meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In
I
that
think she's a
case,
5-star.
why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
Also, this poor girl is Geo Element. Oof, that's gonna be rough.
Let's have our farewell meal.
Yeah, in just 1 second. probably bad timing considering this is probably about to end. But whatever. Wait, actually, I was one click away. But they told me it was gonna be snacks. How was I supposed to know? Okay, why are there multiple semi-automaton foraging? Ah. Well, at least I have that. Next up, Act 2. No, does it actually just keep going? Oh, please, just reveal the reputation board. Well, looks like I'm not gonna finish it this week. Now that is a damn shame. Or can I? Who the hell is that in the distance? Okay, one thing at a time.
Ad Astra.
I'm sending D-Look on vacation. There you go. Wait, that was it? Huh, okay.
Yep, you're right.
An antique's value is in the
What am I looking at? Oh, great. I guess the Lepperlogerie staff. Wanna explain? Is this something I unlocked later? Okay, I think I need to just finish the event ASAP. Go to challenge. There you go. Is that the only place? Wait, shit. I want to do the dirge. So I don't have to wait long for the respawn. Wow, they're ready. How long is it? Like 5 minutes of in-game time? In-game time. Real time. How fast is 5 minutes of in-game time? Probably equivalent of 5 seconds. Slightly different time scale. Okay, how much will I need? Okay, I'm almost at 12. I'm gonna need those additional parts. I'll get there eventually. Oh, you fancy bitch. Oh, even raising the pinky. Oh, wait. What is your passive? Oh. Mildly convenient. I think they heal me all the way to full already, though. I don't think they haven't even once. I am really tempted to just put down my own personal waypoint here. Actually, I've already got some. Might as well save some time.
Solidify! I will have order!
Sharing my knowledge.
Emerge, right here, right now. Here comes the catch. Busted. Quietly now.
This way, turn a little.
Woohoo! Jesus Christ, that's fast. Am I missing out? Does this fight actually get any more interesting? Maybe I don't want to know. Okay, except for that thing, all I really need to do is coast along the coastline. Find some barnacles and shit. God, what a game. Convenient. I don't trust them. I'm doing with that yet. Oh yeah. I could. But I'm feeling nice today. Okay. Which one actually works?
Steady now. It's the final stretch. Whew, that was a tough fight.
High octane action. What the hell is down there? Also, if I can jump in the water, can I just catch them manually? Whoops. Getting distracted by a chest down there. How do I interact with that thing? Do I just whip it? It doesn't matter.
Victory is almost ours. Whew, that was a tough fight.
The commentary is so unnecessary. It's like, do they actually just try to piss people off? I can't even tell anymore. Do you think they're being funny? Because it is kind of funny if they're doing this on purpose.
Stomach is rumbling already.
Actually, it's kind of funny either way. I don't know why I specify on purpose.
So close, so close. Stay cool. Whoa, nice catch.
Should I stay here till nighttime?
Victory is almost ours.
Probably a bad idea.
Whoa, nice catch.
Do we care about catching those? I don't know, when in Rome. These aren't any different from the ones I caught before, are they?
You've got it. You got it. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
I like how she implied that she's going to eat the robotic thing. She will eat anything. What happened to her trying to make food out of slime?
Whoa, nice catch.
I was like, I think it was funnier when she was basically just a little gremlin. And I decided against it. Did something just pop up in the distance? I mean, it did, but What did I just see? Ooh, pleasant nighttime music.
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling
Oh,
already.
it was a different one. Weren't they all brown? Were some of them supposed to be green?
So close, so close. Stay cool. Whoa, nice catch.
Oh yeah, I've been interacting with ChatGPT more lately. It is weird how natural it's able to like understand you and maintain conversation. I need to look more at those games that actually utilize ChatGPT for the AI. I'm really curious.
You've got it. You got it. Whoa, nice.
I wonder if it's going to become sort of standardized because of the flexibility. And then there's probably going to be more advancements along the voice engine part.
What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
It's gonna be interesting if they manage to pull it off. And impressive. Okay, what is happening down here? Ow. Sorry, what? Oh, you piece of shit. Ow, stop. Okay. Do we just... Okay, I clearly need to read this. Fantastical floating... Are they just immortal? Water pressure devices, activated high pressure currents, or other similar factors. So I'm supposed to bring it up or down, I guess. Okay, would this be under... I don't know, barnacle? Bullet barnacles, there you go. Okay, so this is the intended... Aha! Why does this music sound familiar? Have I actually heard it before? High pressure water went, as the name suggests, yada yada, when you can resist the propulsion. Okay, but how does it help to resist? I'm supposed to drag it away? I don't even know what I just did. Make the current stronger. Is there another switch here? Hydro crystalline? Fine, excuse me. Oh, I can block it, of course. Where are these I don't even see them. I just see the interaction. Okay, but how did this help? Did I achieve anything? fuck are you? Friend? Foe? Oh, thanks! Oh, he's adorable! Oh no! He has to die. Whoops, you're coming with me. Damn it. Oh no, he actually... Am I evil? Don't answer that. Okay, well... I wasn't expecting it to be that simple, but... What the hell am I to judge? Oh, there is a waypoint here. My god. Zhongli's so graceful underwater. Why? Here we go, this is what I need. Barrel conch, yes. Where might the man find more? Find Amore. Die, bastards. I really wish there was a way to increase the damage this shit did. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's kind of cool. And I wasted my chance. That's taking around to deal with that. Okay, why can't I find more barnacles? Oh, playing music. What? 1, 2, 3. So do you want me to click them? Or do we just resonate with them? Do we need to do this? Okay, where's the energy I need to enter? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Whoops. My ability to make my own life more complicated for myself is impressive as always. Can I get some more? Thank you. Okay, so... no whipping? Oh, I can. Is that the only one in the vicinity? This is unnecessarily inconvenient. Oh my god, it is true. They are just wasting my time. Oh, almost missed this one. Please. But it didn't open? Hey, yo, hold up. Anybody like to explain? At least the game looks nice, I guess. I'm never quitting. I'm never gonna stop. Ah! For real though. Transoceanic Pearl? Please tell me it stops when I hit it enough. Okay. Cherubic Sea here. Why does everything have to be so adorable? If you use elemental reaction to move its elemental shield, things will be easier to handle. Well, I guess so. Oh, so don't freeze it. Well, that's just a little bit weird. What the hell? Oh, new power? What is this? See the chromatic hunter raise ability. Blades are long and sharp. Okay. I can... Didn't it just show me that I could cut these? Then what am I supposed to do? Is it not green enough? Damn it, then when do we get to decide to pick up the barnacle? My first world problems are getting out of hand. Oh! Oh! Never mind, it's a great ability. That is not gonna last long. So what else is there to do around here? Okay, how am I getting along with the shitty barnacle hunt? Come on! I just need 2 more. Hey guys, how you doing? The fact that most of these enemies seem to be neutral makes me kind of feel like the bad guy for even being here. I don't even got the crocodiles. There's one of those things I need to destroy. Is he okay? He looks a little off. Buddy?
Order guide you.
Commit it to memory. Make yourself
Okay.
right here.
Oh
right
wait,
now.
he's water elemental.
A sight to behold.
Can I summon him into the circle?
Right here. Emerge.
Grow, grow, grow. Ha!
Stabilize.
Yeah, this may hurt a little. Yeah, yeah.
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
I will have order.
Commit it to memory.
Is there a faster way of doing this? Feels like it's taking unnecessarily long. Well, again, I'm only using part of my team.
Grow, grow.
Emerge. Right now.
Yeah,
Solidify.
yeah. Ha! Commit it to memory. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Order guide you.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be willingly taking hits like that.
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Hey,
Okay, but why did I come here? Hinted Hydrophantasm. What sort of unholy rituals being... Oh. Speaking of unholy, Jesus. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should just, you know, take a bite. Chill for a second. And right back to it. Hey, man. Yeah, thought you might.
the Temple of Wisdom.
Right now. Right here. Right now. Take it easy. Game's up. Fun's over. Ha! Busted. Ha! Gotcha.
Woo. And he just dropped a chest. I love it when they feed animals goofy shit so you can get extra loot out of them. Imagine doing that in real life. I've had my dog the family heirloom so you could use him as a loot video. And I gave him rabies so he wouldn't feel bad. Amazing! Great idea. Ooh, let's see. Are there 2 of them? Should I click the... Nah, you know what, I'm doing this first. Just because it sends me in the wrong direction. Hey, buddy.
Gather. This is order.
Everyone hold hands.
Okay, what's happening with the camera?
Emerge. Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
That's it? Hell yeah, man.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
And then that might be it for the day. Why is this place so goofy looking? Okay, I should probably label this just because there's more shit going on here. Am I hearing kids dying outside? Thank God. That's what I would have to do it. Okay, where was this thing? Not leaving anything behind. Is this supposed to be like a rib cage? Where am I in this cold, cruel world? Ow. Oh, so glad I have Yalen. Swiss Alp music. Don't send it tumbling down. Oh, thank Christ.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
What the hell is going on up here? Ooh, maybe I should be using a higher IQ. Seriously though, fucking Swiss Alp music. It's beautiful. Never stop. How come there isn't a purple tier of stamina food? It kind of helped right about now. I want to do all the things. Let me do all the things. Fine, I'll climb. What is that? No. Are you just gonna send me the fuck away? You're gonna send me back down there? Don't I need to activate those things? Am I doing this in the wrong order? Where are you taking me? If this is a kidnapping, I'm pretty sure that's illegal, even in Fontaine. Well, might as well see where it goes now. Waypoint, fuck. Please don't send me too far. Here's gonna send me in a... That's gonna send me right back. Okay. Well, at least I have some vague understanding. Hey, that looks pretty. I've come from there, haven't I?
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
I'll rush if I want to. Well, I guess it's time to go back under the sea. Because that's the only thing I need to do now, isn't it? Breach premises. And tainted hydroplasms, okay. So then there's just one more thing. And then I can call it a life. Almost tempted to get Linny just for the sake of finding local specialties more easily. Well. Wait, what? What? Hold release bubble blasts. What? I don't. Oh, there you are. Okay. And then this, and this, and this. What? I had all my life to do this, apparently. Hey man, you gonna open the chest for me? Did I fuck this up? How was that success? Oh, thank you! Got a feeling I can mess up that... mission? I don't know what to call it. Time trial. Oh, there you go. Like, if I leave the area before he's opened the chest, he's probably not gonna respawn. Or maybe they're smarter than I'm giving them credit for. Maybe. Sonic Blast. Man, the slash was way better. Jesus Christ, fucking... These seals are scaring me. Fish AI! Oh my god, they stole that from Call of Duty. Oh? Oh, don't you start. Don't. I have one move, okay? Wait, can I whip him? Oh no! Oh no! Ready to die? Oh. What? Why is there so... Wait, what? Have I met this thing? Is that what I killed? Wait, under the... Okay. So there are things that I can cut, but I didn't see anything in the immediate vicinity? I guess so. Ah, well, at least I'm done. Feels good. Nice checklist, everything done. They should put a checklist here, just like you're done with this. Chill. Relax. Enjoy life. And then there's immediately another one. Do you want to start this? Is that gonna be the... Isn't that where I just was? Nope, that was over there. Fair enough. I'm curious about this, though. Semi-automatic forging. Maybe later. What I can do, though... Oh, hell yeah! Damn it. What are the odds I get another Yelan? Is it even worth the clicks? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Ever played a game so bad where you concluded, you know what, this isn't worth the clicks? Cookie clicker sounds like it would fit the bill. Ooh. The hell? All right, let's engage in more misogyny. Oui.
I will have order.
This may turn out right here, right now.
Game's up. Fun's over.
I just have the targeting the chick already. Oh, that's so good. Even when they're that close together, somehow only managed to hit one of them. Kind of impressive. In a sort of fucked up way. Isn't Faster just running from here? Probably is. I thought his name was Lingerie. How scandalous. He doesn't live up to his name. Alright. What is this? Explain yourself. There's a mission? Silver from improvement. Okay, harder metal, Adaptive mechanism, yes. Also, does it even need to hammer? Can't you just increase the pressure and it squashes the damn thing? Turn to fully automated forge. Wow! That hinges on how well the Autosmith can perform. Yeah, exactly. Is the main point of this machine, okay. Right away, huh? Oh, come on. Ah, you see, now we're talking. No. Okay, what do you need? Designs, yes. Smell trade secrets. Are you sure that's okay? Okay. Oh, wait, that's the end of the quest? What do you mean? Oh, we're just talking about... Really? You know, I was already buying this shit before the conversation. Oh, excuse me. My finger slipped. Actually, it's probably a good idea that they draw your attention to it directly like that. It'd be annoying if you missed it. Well, I think it's time for a break. A man must eat, and so a man shall. Oh. There's a barrel region, huh? Alright. At least I got the more stressful parts out of the way. Don't have to deal with the FOMO. I played for 3 hours? Jesus Christ, no wonder I'm hungry again. How long was that goddamn investigation?